Hello again, Flosstube friends. Welcome back to my channel, Pages and Stitches. My name is Kelly, and I'm thrilled you're here with me today. This is Flosstube number, Flosstube number 9, 8? I don't honestly remember. It'll be correct on the title card. But it's my July update for July of 2022. Today is July 31st. It's a Sunday, and it's roughly like 10:30 in the morning right now. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you the progress that I've made on my past month of stitching. If you are returning back to my channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm thrilled to have you here and to have met you guys in the comments and interacted with you on social media and on Instagram. And so I just really appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate you supporting me and supporting my stitching and my channel. So welcome back if you're coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so thrilled you're here. I'm glad that you saw something that sparked your interest. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I would like to keep it up for you. So welcome. Again, my name is Kelly. My channel name is Pages and Stitches, spelled Pages, the number 3 Stitches, and my Instagram handle is the same. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the same handle. This past month, I had my 33rd birthday. July 2nd was my birthday. So thank you to everybody who gave me a birthday shout out on my last video. It was a really good birthday. It was very low key. I didn't do much, but yeah, I enjoyed myself. So I was able to spend some time with family, and I got a couple of really nice gifts. So some of those I'll share with you later in the video. But again, just a big thank you for giving me the happy birthday wishes. That was very kind of all of you to do. So once again, I want to start out with my reading update. I wouldn't be Pages and Stitches without showing you my pages. For the month of July, let me show you the books that I read. So first, I read Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. This is number 2 in her Strange the Dreamer duology. Then I read These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Then I followed that up with my queen, Lisa Kleypas. I read Only With Your Love. She's my favorite Regency romance author. And my current read is Down the Rabbit Hole by Madison. She's one of Hugh Hefner's former girlfriends, so this book is about her experience. All right, last time we did a giveaway. I have 2 winners for my giveaway, and I will announce those winners in just a bit. Before we do that, I want to do a couple shout outs, then we'll do the giveaway winners, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty. So one of my favorite things to do on Flosstube is to watch Stitch with Me's, especially while I'm stitching. I just find them super relaxing, and I follow a couple people that almost exclusively do Stitch with Me's. And some of those people will chit chat while they're doing it. Some will play music. Some will just let you listen to the sound of the stitching, which is very, very like cross stitch ASMR if you're into that. And so I wanted to share those YouTubers with you. First, I want to shout out one of my absolute favorites. Her name is Ching, and her YouTube name is Stitching Dreamer, and she lives in Taiwan, and she has a bunch of just fantastic, beautiful projects. And she will post pretty regularly and just let you kind of like follow along with her as she makes her progress on a bunch of different stuff. And I love her library of projects that she has in the works. I think they're very beautiful. And so anytime I see her post an update, I watch it immediately. Sometimes I'll watch Stitch with Muse while I'm getting ready for work and like putting my makeup on, just because if I can't be stitching, then maybe I can live vicariously through other people, you know? But go check out Ching's channel, the Stitching Dreamer. One of the other YouTubers I watch pretty regularly for Stitch with Muse is Gemma Stitches. Gemma and Gemma Stitches. She has quite a few videos posted on her current whip I don't think she's a monogamous stitcher, but she posts videos about one project at a time, I guess. So she's been working on a pattern, a full coverage pattern from Artisty for a while, and she's slowly approaching a finish. Like, she's almost there, and I've been watching it since the beginning. So I feel so excited for her that she's almost there. And she's one of the stitchers who will kind of chit chat as she's going along. I don't know how or where she finds the thoughts and the subject matter to just keep going in a one-sided conversation, but she does, and it's really goofy to listen to her talk about her life, and then also watch her stitch. So go check her out because she's got some good stuff to watch. And then another one of my favorites is Amy from Stitchery Lovers. So she also does a lot of full coverage, but I think she mostly, if not exclusively, does full coverage projects. She does, Heaven and Earth designs and a lot of Amy Stewart patterns. I know those are super popular from Heaven and Earth designs. And she's got a bunch of really pretty ones in the works. And she'll play classical music and like just relaxing music while she's stitching. So it's just very zen. It's very nice to stitch with her. And then lastly, I love to watch Needle Ninja, and she's pretty well known on Flosstube, I believe, because she's been going for a while. But she has a bunch of fun projects she's working on, and I just love so I think she's from Slovakia, if I'm not mistaken, or at least from that region. And so she has just this really adorable accent, or at least it sounds like an accent to me. And so whenever she's talking during her videos in just a nice soothing voice, she also has like this beautiful accent on top of it. So it's just very relaxing. All these stitchers are just very relaxing to watch. And so I wanted to share them with you. So if you like to watch Stitch with me, you can go relax while watching their videos and supporting their channels as well. And of course, I'll have all of their channels linked down below. So you can check out the description box to get to their channels. All right, so now I'm so excited. Last video I announced that I was gonna do my first giveaway, and so let's go over the winners. So there was quite a few people who participated. I really appreciate everyone who tried to win these patterns, and hopefully these winners will love them more than I was loving them, because they were just collecting dust in my stash box. The first pattern that I wanted to give away they're both lavender and lace patterns, and this one is Blue Moon Angel. Get the glare out of there. And of course, both of these are also going to be given away with one of the 3 project bags I showed last time. But the winner for Blue Moon Angel is YouTube user Otimo. Forgive me if I say that wrong. It's Otimo. So she is the winner of Blue Moon Angel. She had to enter the word moon. I believe there was 9 comments trying to win moon, and she was the one that the YouTube random comment picker selected. So congratulations. I have my email, my Gmail account listed down below. And of course, by the time I post this, I will have commented on the winner's comments on the previous video. Send me an email from the email address listed down below, and I'll need to have your name and your mailing address so I can ship these out to you. So once again, the winner for this is Otimo. The second pattern that I wanted to give away from Lavender and Lace is this one here called Fairy Dreams. Beautiful. And the winner of this pattern plus a project bag is Anna Mueller. I believe it's Mueller because the U has the 2 dots, so I think it's an oo sound, but forgive me if I say it wrong. But congratulations, Anna. If you will send me an email from the email address in the description box, again, let me know your mailing address, and I will get these sent out to you guys. So congratulations, both of you. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for everybody else who participated. And I just had a good time doing that, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing more giveaways for you guys in the future. And in case you forgot, here's what the project bags look like that I was giving away. So there's this one. And these are all 11 by 14 bags. There's this one. Peacock feathers. And then this one, which is like vintage lingerie and makeup. So I'm gonna choose one of these project bags at random to go with the 2 patterns and get those sent out to the winners. All right, let's get into the works in progress, you know, the cross stitching, the reason why you're here, I'm assuming. I was able to put stitches in 4 projects this month, which was one more than I said I wanted to, so that's good. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with my focus project, which is currently the Kooler Design Studio Christmas Cuddle Stocking. Very cute, very sweet. And this one is my focus project because I need to get it done before Christmas. So this is the one I'm dedicating most of my stitching time to during the month. But it's going super fast, so I'm looking forward to a finish coming out. So let me insert a picture here of where it was the last time I showed it to you. And here is where I'm at now. Look at that. Isn't that so exciting? So last time I showed it to you, I believe I left off just below Teddy's first little ear here. So since then, I have finished entirely this side of the fireplace, this side of the chair, actually the entire chair I finished. And then I have finished Teddy's face and Kitty's face. And I've backstitched. There's very little backstitching on this project at all. And it's just here, so far anyway, it's just here in his face, like in his eyes. And then there's like one, I don't know if you can see it, there's like one line of backstitching that goes right there. But yeah, so I have started putting in his arm. He has an arm that goes down kind of here before we get to his legs in the chair. And then I have finished all the spots on his scarf, but now I'm just putting in the green because he has that green scarf. And then of course Kitty's collar's in, and there's a little bell that goes right here. So I'm going to put that and his little body in next. And the heel of the project is like right here. Like where the cat's body rounds out, that's where the heel of the stocking is. So I am not that far from the bottom. Also, I wanted to point out another reason why this is my focus project. You might notice, I don't know if you can see it, I put in a sneaky 2022 right up here at the top. So that's why I have to finish it in 2022 because that's what I put on the top. But like I said, it's going pretty quickly. Whenever I sit down and actually dedicate time to it, there's quite a bit that goes in pretty quickly. So I'm looking forward to getting, I think my goal for the next time I work on this is to get down to the heel. So that way all I have to do after that is finish the toe of the stocking, and then it'll be done. And I'm so excited because this is so cute. I have fallen in love with Kooler Design Studio just from this pattern. And if you're new here, you probably haven't heard me say before, but the reason why I chose Kooler Design Studio for my Christmas stocking is because, well, first of all, pattern's cute, but my mom made Christmas stockings for her, my father, all my siblings, and then my brother-in-law with Kooler Design Studio's heirloom Christmas stocking patterns. So I've just been staring at them my whole life, and I love them. And when we get to Christmas, when we get closer to Christmas time, I'll actually show you those patterns, or I'm sorry, those stockings that she made, because every time I look at them, I'm just like awed over them. But this one's mine. This one's gonna be just for me. Part of the reason why I stopped where I stopped on Christmas Cuddles stocking, stopped where I stopped on my stocking, is because I noticed this weird spot on the pattern, and I'm not sure if it's a mistake or if it's not like what it's supposed to be. So let me show it to you, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. But right here on the back of this cat is this red spot. So like there's this light color that goes all the way around him that's like a backlight from the fireplace, and it even goes here. And then there's these red spots like right on the inside of the backlit fur. So it's like on the cat. I know for sure it's on the cat. It's not part of the chair. And it just looks like out of place. I can't tell what it is. It doesn't look like a shirt. It doesn't, I mean, he's got a collar. His collar's up here. It doesn't look like anything. So I don't know. And it's all one color red. It's not multiple colors. So I don't really know what it is. I think it might be a printing mistake. If it's not, I'm probably just gonna change it to one of his grays to help blend in on the fur, because it just doesn't, I don't know what it is, and it doesn't look like anything to me. So I think I'm gonna convert that to one of his grays. I don't know. Somebody, if anybody knows, let me know. Somebody from Cooler Design Studio happens to be watching this, let me know what that is. I don't know what it is. So I'm probably gonna change it. This is a 14 count green Ada. I don't know the exact name of the shade because this fabric came from an L&S store from like the 90s, and it's just been waiting for somebody to stitch on it. So, and it didn't have any sort of color name on it. It's just a green 14 count Ada. And the pattern calls for 3/1 full cross, but I preferred 2/1. So I just did 2/1 full cross, and I'm perfectly happy with the coverage. I don't feel like you can see fabric underneath, but because it's a green Ada and not a white, I feel like it kind of adds to the ambiance. Once again, that is Christmas Cuddle Stocking by Cooler Design Studio. Next is my big Design Works kit that I am working on to participate in the Kit and Caboodle style by Kenny Stitches and MamaBear Stitches. MamaBear Stitches. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I will, of course, all the information that I'll list down below and then put on the screen will be correct, but I think it's MamaBear Stitches. They have the Kit and Caboodle style going on where the whole point of the style is to start one kit at the beginning of every month. I would feel far too overwhelmed if I was actually starting one kit at the beginning of every month. So I'm just gonna continue to work on this one, but I still wanna participate because, yeah, because I want to. So this is my piece that I'm working on for that style. And that is my Design Works kit, Woodland Castle. There it is. So, oh my God, I just love it so much. So, I will insert a picture here of where you saw it last time. Officially, I had gotten to what I'm calling the 50% mark. It's roughly halfway, and I made it all the way across and did all the back stitching for that section. So I was here. It's just below this deer bed, right there, all the way across. And here is where I am now. So I've got it on the frame. This is gonna be kind of bulky, but I scrolled. I'm so excited about that. I scrolled. So now I'm working on this section here, and I'm gonna work my way back across. Let me get you up close here. So so I had everything to about like the edge of this flower stitched, but I didn't have all of this back stitching done below the bird because I wanted to get the rest of it in before I did that. So I finished all the back stitching. I put in all of these stitches and then the French knots and the back stitching down to this section here. And this I'm really excited about because this is the squirrel tail. This is the first like big animal in the front, and then his tail goes all the way down to here, and then this is his back. So that is really exciting. So I'm gonna keep going to, this line right here is 15. There's 20 in total. So I'm gonna keep going just a little bit past this to somewhere about halfway into 16 and then keep going that way. And then I'll scroll down again once I do that. This section right here was a real pill because I don't know if you can tell, but there's a ton of confetti in that section. There's like 3 different colors of yellow, orange, multiple pinks, multiple purples, there's blue, and then like 5 different colors of green just in this little section right here. So that was a real pain in the butt to do, but it looks really cute. So I guess I can't complain. I love the way this looks once I put all the back stitching in, because when you're just stitching, like this is just a blob of green and a blob of green and a blob of pink. And then, you know, you do the back stitching and suddenly there's petals and leaves and little buds and there's fur. And so I'm not a back stitching hater. I don't mind doing it. It doesn't like irritate me, and I just love the way it makes the picture come to life. I think back stitching does a lot of heavy lifting, like more so than we give it credit for. So I'm okay with it. And then of course, you know, we got our castle and the deer, butterflies, a little knot in the tree, another little deer, and a little fence over here, some foxglove. So yeah, that's my progress on Woodland Castle. Oh, I forgot to mention my DesignWorks project. I just used the threads and the Aida that came in the kit. The Aida is a 14 count white Aida, and it is 2/1 full cross. And I don't know if this is true of all DesignWorks kits, but at least for this one, the thread in the kit it's either DMC or it's colors that match the DMC numbers, because the pattern has the numbers on the thread listed next to it, and they're DMC numbers. Like the dark brown is 3371, the black is 310. And I went through, just because to make sure I wasn't crazy, I went through and I color matched them with their numbers on the DMC website, and as far as I can tell, that's DMC thread. So that's pretty cool, because if I happen to run out, or if I'm like short on a color, I can just go to my stash or go to Joann's and pick up a spare skein, and then I'll be good. Now, I mean, obviously there's dye lot issues that you might have to deal with, but I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know, again, I don't know if that's an exclusively this pattern, or if DesignWorks operates that way just as like their own insurance policy, so that way if you do run out of kit thread, they can just either send you a DMC skein, or you can go get your own DMC skein. But I thought that was pretty cool, and I don't know why it took me a year to notice that. Alrighty, the next pattern that I worked on this last month was my long dog sampler, the pointed fifth. So I busted this out and put some more stitches in. So let me show you that. The last time you saw this project, this is what it looked like. It is being stitched on a 32 count Lugana 2/1, and the Lugana is in the colorway Exotic Orchid that I got from everythingcrossstitch.com. And let me fold this up here. Here is where I'm at. Oops. Now. So last time you saw this, I had completed this section and this section, and then I did most of this section. I didn't finish, I needed to finish, oops, there's something on here. There we go. I needed to finish this little windmill. And then I didn't have in this right here. So I didn't have the horse or the bird or this little flower down here. So I put them in, and then I went over here and did this part, and then I completed this section here. Now you may notice the date I put on here is 2023. And no, I am not crazy. I understand it is not 2023, But the reason why I put 2023 is because I'm just not anticipating finishing this year. I think if I like stitched on it monogamously, I could get a finish, but I'm just not gonna do that. So I put 2023 in, anticipating that this will be the year that I finish it. However, if for some reason, you know, because life happens, if I do not finish it in 2023, this number here is entirely stitched with its own thread. So that way, if I have to frog it, like the rest of the date is gonna be fine. I don't have to tack that down. But I mean, so I wanted to put the number in because this little bird is sitting on that number. And so I wanted to make sure that like I had all the spacing and the stitches in the right place. So I just put the 3 in. If I have to take it out and put in a different number, then I will. But this is me anticipating next year I will finish this project. But in this section, we have this doe. We got a little birdie, 2 squirrels here, and then just these little buggies here. I don't know if they're little butterflies or little moths or flies. I don't know what they are. Little buggies. And then I've got this little floral motif that has acorns on it, which is naturally why the squirrels are migrating towards it. Very cute. So what I'm gonna do next is this section here. And then on this side of this side of this little section is like a half panel. So that's going to be the edge of the project, it's half of one of these. So let me show you that. This is what's left on this side. So I'm going to do this little section here, this little half panel, and then I will have reached this edge. And then I'm going to come back over here and work this direction. So that way I'll have this whole row done. And then whether I go up and down after that, I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get there. But that's my plan when I continue this project, is to finish this way, because I just have this little bit, and then come back and do this section. But again, that is my long dog sampler, the pointed fifth. And I'm just loving it. I really am living for these colors. The next project that I worked on this past month is this one here. This is a pattern I got on Etsy, and it's called Witchy Desk. Let me zoom in there. I just kind of caught a wild hair and decided I wanted to put some stitches into it. The reason why I started it is because I just was aiming for like a small project that I could get a quick finish out of. Admittedly, it's taken me just a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it will be a fast finish, faster than some of my other projects. So that's why I started it. And I pulled this out to work on for a little bit. And let me show you. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. It was a new start the last time you saw it. And it is being stitched on a 14 count navy Aida 2/1 full cross. And then this is where I'm at now. So I have finished this shelf, and my favorite part of this is this plant, which is kind of a pain in the butt to stitch because there's actually like 7 colors in that thing, but it's still just the way it ended up was really cute. And then I'm now working on the bottom part here. Now you may notice, for the eagle-eyed viewers, this candle is not lit. And in the pattern, it is. Well, Kelly, why'd you do that? I'll tell you why. Because I messed up. Because I made a boo-boo, and I'm just gonna fudge it, because this project was meant to be just like a quick little fun finish to help kind of like bolster my motivation. And so for that reason, I'm not gonna frog my mistake. But let me show you where I messed up. So once I finished this shelf here, I came down this way to finish the edge of the desk there with that border, and I ended up stitching it 5 stitches too short. So I came down this way, I stitched this part in, and then I started this little skull candle, and I came up to the top and I went to go stitch the flame on the wick, and I was like, wait a minute, something is wrong here, because it's supposed to look like this flame with this little ring around it, but had I put that in, the flame would be on the shelf. So once I figured out my problem, I just thought, there's no way I'm gonna frog all that progress. There's no way I was gonna frog all of this. I just didn't want to. The thought made me tired and irritable. So I was like, well, this, is my hobby, and it's for my enjoyment, so I'm gonna do it the way that makes me the happiest. So what is making me happiest is to just work with it rather than redo the work. So this is now an unlit candle, which is fine. All the candles don't have to be lit. And what I'm going to do, here, let me show you the pattern again. Because I am 5 stitches too short down here, what I'm gonna do is just basically fudge it. So like I said, now this is an unlit candle. This little potion bottle has kind of like these green dots. You can't see it really, but there's green dots kind of floating between it and the ghost. Those are going. Why? We don't need them because I'm cutting out 5 stitches. And then the cat is going to move up. His little ears might be behind the hanging plant a little bit, but he's a cat and he probably prefers it that way. So that's my plan for this side. And then over here, it might be, I believe, a little bit easier to fudge because I'm just gonna shorten this potion bottle so that it doesn't run into the ghosty, and then take some of these bubbles out. And that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. No disrespect to the designer. I know that they put in some effort to get this done, but I just cannot bring myself to frog. So if ever I make a mistake in a cross stitch project, 99% of the time, I'm just gonna fudge it. Because for the most part, nobody's gonna notice unless you point it out. Like, I don't know that anybody would have noticed or cared had I not said anything, but yeah, so if it's not gonna be a massive mistake that messes me up, in other aspects of the design, I'm just gonna work with it. Because this is supposed to be fun, and frogging is not fun. So I'm not gonna frog. I'm gonna fudge, and who doesn't like fudge? Another reason why I wanted to whip this project out and work on it is because last week I mentioned my friend Karla at Karla being Crafty, and she has her birthday in August, so coming up very soon. And every year she does a stitch along called the I think this is what it's called, Black Cat Birthday Sal. I'll have it linked down below because she has a black cat named Bagheera, and so she does a black cat stitch along project every year for her birthday. So I decided that I wanted to participate because she's a buddy and I have a black cat and I wanted to. So I had originally thought maybe I wanted to start a new project because I do have a couple of patterns in my stash that feature black cats and cats in general, which if you've been following me for any length of time, you know how much I love cats, especially in a cross stitch project. 50% of the projects I just showed you today have cats in them. So that's why I pulled this project out, because it features a black cat. I'm calling it a black cat. It's really more of a gray cat, but it's a black cat. So I'm going to continue working on this in August for Karla's birthday sal. If you want to participate, I will put the hashtag down below, and you can tag your projects on social media with that hashtag, and we will follow your progress. So go check out her channel. She'll give you more details about it, and of course I'll have her channel linked down below. So this is going to show up again in my August update because I want to do this guy for the Black Cat birthday sale. Happy early birthday, Karla. Next I want to do my haul, and I just have tiny little amount. So if you don't like haul, that's okay. I don't have very much, not nearly as much as I did last month. So like I said, this earlier in July was my birthday, and I received a little bit of stitchy kindness from my friend Alma at the Tattooed Reading Owl. She surprised me with a gift card to my favorite online cross stitch store, which is everythingcrossstitch.com. And when I got the email with the gift card, I about cried because I just thought that was the nicest thing, and she didn't have to do that, and I'm so grateful that she did. And so actually her birthday was also in July. I'm not sure of the day. So I put a gift for her in the mail because I wanted to repay her for her kindness. But with her gift card, I was able to make a small purchase so that I have some haul to show you this time. So from everythingcrossstitch.com, the first thing I purchased was this kit by Dimensions, and it's called Wolf Kiss. And it's just one of their basic Dimensions kits. It's not a Dimensions Gold, which basically just means like it's not full coverage. So this is done on a 14 count black Aida. So all of this is not stitched. This is just Aida. And I love this pattern because I like the lighting. I think it's very romantic, and obviously it's got a cute little kiss going on right there. I can't tell if this guy's blushing or if he's just like, oh, come on, not in front of everybody. But I really do love it, and I'm excited to work on this. And so here is the color palette of threads. And it looks like, oh no. So if you're unfamiliar with Dimensions kits, they come pre-sorted on these little cards. But if you see a color like this that has the gray squares on either side of it, they've just put one thread here, and then there's a bundle of all the other threads that wouldn't fit on one of these cards inside here. Like, it's gonna be wrapped up in the fabric. So for the most part, this is the only one. So for the most part, all the threads are on these cards. So that's pretty good because that's not a lot of thread. Now I've heard that Dimensions sometimes has kits that will short you on your colors, short you on the amount of thread you need. I'm pretty frugal with my thread. Like, I tend to play chicken with my thread tails on all of my thread. But if I ever run into an issue where I have a thread shortage, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, this was my first purchase, which is Wolf Kiss by Dimensions. And of course you guys know that if you purchase a pattern or a kit or some floss online, you have to buy something else to go with it because they can't travel alone through the postal system. They'll get scared. So I bought a companion, or at least a traveling companion for this. And that would be this Mirabilia. This is Lady Hara by Nora Corbett. And I'm in love with the way this pattern looks because it's obviously pretty colorful, but I'm very intimidated by it because I'm gonna show you the supply list. It's big. So there's a whole bunch of DMC, and then we got some blended threads. We got some Gloriana silks, some Krynic, Mill Hill treasures, and a whole bunch of Mill Hill beads. There's a lot going on in here. But I mean, look at this color palette. Look at this peacock, the tail. My God, look at, my favorite part of her dress is this orange sash, which just looks so like coppery. And I've drooled over this pattern for a while, so I'm glad I finally got it. The last little bit of goodies that I want to show you was actually another birthday gift from my best friend, Melissa. She sent me this matching set of a floss drop holder with a llama on it. A llama is one of my favorite animals in the entire world. And a needle minder. Isn't that just the stinking cutest? And it's from Wood and Cat. So here is the website, and then here is their Instagram, which also it's at Wood and Cat. And their Instagram also has links to their shop. I believe they're an international store, so these came from Amazon. And she's got a couple other ones. But yeah, I just got this precious little set that I have put with my kitted Bella Filipina. This one right here. Right there. So I have not forgotten about her. If you saw me talk about her last time, she is fully kitted and ready to go. And these are going in there with her. But I have not forgotten about her. I just haven't started her yet because I really want to get a finish before I start another project. So that's either going to be my Witchy Desk because it's small, or my Christmas Cuddle Stocking because it's quick. So this will be the next project I start, and I'm very excited about her because of the skin conversion and the hair conversion that I did. So I'm extra motivated to finish those other projects. Okay, that is my stitching done and dusted. Let's go over plans for next month. So you might remember I mentioned that I will be moving, and officially that is next month. My move date is August 20th. So I don't know how much stitching I'm going to accomplish in the next month because I'm going to be doing a lot of packing in my spare time. And then of course, once everything's packed, then we're going to move it, and I'm going to be unpacking it in my new place. So a lot of my free time will be occupied. I will still try to do, you know, something so I can at least have an update for you, and then it'll show you my new stitchy place. So but if I can, what I want to do is obviously keep working on my Christmas stocking, work on my Witchy Desk, and then I think so my Woodland Castle is probably going to go away for the next month because it's so big and bulky. I kind of want to pack it up just to get it out of the way, because I'm downsizing. I'm getting rid of some of my furniture, and so I want to be able to put that away so I can, it's not sitting on furniture that I'm getting rid of, you know what I mean? Or on the floor after I get rid of it. So I think my Woodland Castle is going to get packed away for the next month. And I'll just work on projects that I can, that are small, that I can kind of have readily available or pull out of the tote that I'm putting them in that aren't, you know, quite so big and bulky. So for sure, that's going to be Christmas Cuddle Stocking and Witchy Desk for the Black Cat birthday style. And yeah, well, then we'll see where we go from there. I still need to get Frederick out, and I kind of want to keep going on my long dog sampler. Like, I'm feeling like I'm not ready to put it away yet. So maybe those four for sure. Stocking, Witchy Desk. Anything after that, I mean, I might be overcommitting here because, like I said, I don't know. A lot of my free time is going to be taken. So we'll see what happens. But those are my plans for my August update. And then the next time you see me, I will be in a new home. So that's pretty exciting. And that is everything, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're new here, by the way, drop a comment and say hi, because I love to meet new people. If you want to go to my Instagram and follow me there, I love to chit chat with people on Instagram. And then if you're posting your projects that you work on Instagram and on YouTube, I'm always trying to sneak a peek at what you're doing, and so we can keep up with each other. But just drop a comment and say hi. And yeah, any questions at all, leave them down below. I will link everything I've talked about, or as much as I possibly can, in the description box. And that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful summer. We are more than halfway done with it. Texas isn't, that's for sure. Our summer doesn't end until Thanksgiving practically. So on that note, stay cool, stay hydrated, and keep stitching. So enjoy your cross stitching projects and all your other crafty projects. And I will see you guys in a month. Bye.